It's absolutely heartbreaking that the month of May is almost over, with only a few more days left until it ends. And especially with the Star Wars month event I started about 3 weeks ago, it's almost about to come to an end too. That makes me sad because I enjoy making those Star Wars month videos for you guys, and a lot of you seem to love it, so thank you to those who viewed my Star Wars month videos. It almost feels like we literally started the Star Wars month event like about a week ago. Well, aside from that, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna be taking a look at the Star Wars toy box, Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi 2-pack action figure set. Now, this is one of the most recent Star Wars toy box action figures that came out, and I heard it came out about nearly 2 years ago. And I've had this set in my hands for nearly a year, and I cannot wait to share them in front of you guys. I don't think anybody on YouTube has ever reviewed this set, so I think I might be the first one to do so, if that's really true. And since today's the second anniversary of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show starring Ewan McGregor, I think it's the best time to review this set. If you're new here, please consider subscribing and also hit the bell icon for more awesome content. Anyways, let me show you the packaging. So right on the front, we have a clear view window of the figures we get in this set. Both Obi-Wan Kenobi and Darth Vader to be exact. As usual, we have the white Star Wars background behind them. We have the warning for the young kids at the bottom. We have their names on the side. And they're number 28 in the Star Wars toy box line. On the left, we have the Star Wars toy box logo, as well as the Disney Store logo with the beautiful castle. And this set is for ages 3 and over. On one side, we have amazing artwork of both Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi, looking like they just jumped out of the Disney Infinity video game. And here are the other sides with more clear view windows. And on the back, it shows you the other figures you can get. So we have Darth Vader and Obi-Wan, who we have right now. And there's also a pack that has Luke Skywalker in the black colored suit. And he comes with 2 figures that are literally re-releases from past playsets, R2-D2 and Grogu. Now, the R2-D2 is a re-release from the pack that came with C-3PO back in late 2019. And the Grogu is from the Mandalorian Razor Crest playset I did review about nearly 2 years ago. That set is a little disappointing, but I'm glad Luke Skywalker is back, though. And here is the bottom with the UPC, and now let's get it open. I must say, that was kind of easy to get them both out of the packaging, unlike those clone troopers where the plastic was so tough. And I'm glad it wasn't hard on both Vader and Obi-Wan. I mean, sure, they were tied up a lot more than those clone troopers, but the packaging was just so easy for them to get out. I mean, why make it easy for the ones that have more bands tied up on them, and make it harder for the ones with little to no bands tied around them at all? I mean, come on. You gotta be a bit better at this packaging, Disney. Anyways, I'll just stop complaining about the packaging. And yeah, here they are, finally free from the packaging. Now, the Darth Vader toy box figure is essentially a re-release of the original one we got back in early 2018. And I did review that version back about nearly 3 years ago. So if you haven't seen that review, I'll leave a link to that video in the description below. So we're going to go over both figures one by one. And I think we're going to start off with the most basic one, Darth Vader because he's essentially a re-release. So here's the Darth Vader figure we get in this set. And like I said, it's a re-release of the 2018 Darth Vader I reviewed around mid-2021, nearly 3 years ago. So there's nothing too much they did on him, but it turns out they decided to change a lot in the chest. So this new version of Darth Vader, which I'm holding now, the buttons have got a massive upgrade. So they painted the left buttons red, and I do love that change a lot because back then with the original Darth Vader, they did not have those bits painted. And I'm glad they did because that original Darth Vader looked a little too bland with these sides not painted. Also, the top right button is green instead of blue. And it kind of makes sense because I think this might be based around the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. Also, the lower 3 buttons have got a slight little upgrade if that's really true. So other than the small changes in the chest, they didn't change a lot on this Darth Vader. And I'm glad they didn't change a lot because you gotta keep Darth Vader the way he is. So as usual, we get the same old black tints around the armor and the helmet. As usual, the cape is made of a soft material, so you don't need to worry about breaking it. And it's not removable, unfortunately. As usual, on the left hand, we have the Force choking hand. And on the right hand is a holding hand for his lightsaber. And here is his helmet. Very iconic. And it looks like they made it a lot more glossier, which I do enjoy. And moving down to the legs and the belt, it's pretty much the same. The inner coating is also made of a soft material, but it's not removable. The legs have a pretty cool design too, exactly the way it is. And here is the back of the legs if you move them forward. Okay. And here's the bottom with peg holes. And the only accessory he comes with is his lightsaber. Now the lightsaber is essentially the same as the 2018 Darth Vader, so nothing too special. But I do love the translucent effect on the red, as well as all the paint apps on the blade. So what you do, just put it on the right hand, stick it in like so, just push it in. Okay, and there we go. And that's all I have to say about Darth Vader. And now, moving on to the main attraction of this figure pack set, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've heard that many Star Wars fans, and also myself, have been dying, waiting for him to be in the Star Wars Toybox line. And after many years of waiting, we finally have him in Toybox form. And I'm so glad that he's finally in the line. And overall, he looks great. I love the modern look that they gave to him, looking more like how he did in the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show. I even love how his face looks almost similar to Ewan McGregor, the actor who portrays Obi-Wan. I love the beard details with all of the hair coming out. I also love the ear details. We even have his blue eyes, and the mustache and the eyebrows are just outstanding top-notch work by Disney. And moving down to the body, we get his coat, which is brown and is made of a soft rubbery material like Darth Vader's cape. Unfortunately, the coat is not removable. And right inside, we have his shirt, which is more of a whitish, tannish color. I do like that color a lot. And we even have his belt, which is a little hindered by the coat. But if you lift it up, you can see it a lot better. Or if you can twist his waist all the way around, you can see the back of the belt as well as the back of the inner shirt. And for the arms, they're pretty plain, just simple old brown. And on the left hand, it's a pointing hand, while on the right hand, it's a holding hand for his lightsaber, which he is holding right now. And here's the back of him with the back of his coat. And you can see the hoodie of the coat, which is pretty cool. And moving down to the legs, I do love the different blendings of brown. So on the top half, it looks like a caramel brown. And then for the boots, it almost looks like Woody's boots. And then on the flat bit of the shoe, it's dark brown. And if you want to see the back of the legs, just twist the waist as I showed earlier. So here's the back of the legs. And if you lift that bit up, you can see the back bit a little bit better, like this. And here's the bottom with some peg holes. And that's about it for the Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, let me get his lightsaber so we can show it to you guys. Let me just remove it. Okay, there we go. So here is his lightsaber. It's got outstanding paint apps with gold and black and silver. We even have the silver blade bit, which looks super duper cool. I love that translucent effect a lot. And essentially just stick it in his right hand. Push it in like so. It's quite tight. Okay, there we go. And now he's holding his lightsaber. And now for the articulation. And what's interesting about them is that the joints are a little bit different. So for Darth Vader, his head is on a full ball joint that rotates from side to side. The helmet does collide with the cape, which is why you only get this much rotation. And it tilts side to side a little bit and a little bit up and down like this. And for Obi-Wan Kenobi, you can rotate his head only this far to the left and this far to the right because of the coat colliding with the beard. Now, unlike Darth Vader, there's actually a hinge joint on the neck, allowing him to look up about this far. Not too much because of the hair, but a little bit down, a lot better than looking up. Both arms can rotate all the way around, with Darth Vader having some restrictions because of his cape, while for Obi-Wan, it can rotate all the way around smoothly. And both of them can do a nice, solid T-pose like this. The elbows are on a single joint, allowing them to bend 90 degrees forward. Well, for Darth Vader, not exactly 90, but for Obi-Wan, almost 90 degrees. And both of them rotate all the way around like so. And the hands are on joints that rotate all the way around smoothly. And they go up about this far and down about that far, just like that. And both waists can rotate all the way around. Same for Obi-Wan Kenobi, which you guys saw earlier as I was showing the details. And both legs, they're pretty restricted because of the coat. So for Darth Vader, he can kick forward about this far. Not too much back because of the back inner coat. And for Obi-Wan, you can kick only this much forward, but not too much back because of the coat. But you can get them to do the full split. So for Darth Vader, you can only lift them out about this far. While for Obi-Wan, you can lift them out a lot farther, but not fully. The knees are on single joints that bend 90 degrees, just like this. Very nice, solid. And they also rotate as normal. Same for Obi-Wan. And the ankles, both of them go up and down as usual, just like this. Same for Darth Vader. And both of them do the ankle pivot like so. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed my review on the Star Wars Toybox Darth Vader and Obi-Wan Kenobi 2-pack figure set. I most certainly enjoyed reviewing them, especially since I'm probably the first one to review this set. If you're new here and enjoyed this review, please consider subscribing and also hit the bell icon. And feel free to leave a like and comment. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.